Hey guys, it's me, Christina, and I have a book review on Just For Now by Abbi Glines. So I think this is book 4, and I love this one. This one is probably my second favorite, and I loved it. It was so good. So this is about Preston and Amanda is Marcus's younger sister, and Preston is Marcus's best friend. Now, one night, they're at Live Bay, and Preston is really drunk, and then him and Amanda hook up. Now, when I said I read the summary, and but it was a long time ago, and before I even bought this series, I would just read the summaries, and but when I started this one, I did not remember who the character was. I knew it was Preston, but I didn't remember the girl's name. And when it occurred to me, and when they hooked up, because she's had a crush on him since she was 16, and oh my freaking god, I was screaming. I was like, what? And he was so drunk that he thought it was a dream until she told him. And I was like, oh my god. And Preston hasn't had the best life either, of course. And he has a druggy mother, and he has this job. He's a gigolo, and so he can pay for his brothers and sisters. And Amanda really likes Preston, but ever since then he hasn't even been able to look her in the eye, and he's always checking her out, but he hasn't he could never do that because she's too good for him and all that stuff. And she's also Marcus's younger sister, and Marcus would kill him. Yeah. And they start talking again, and he's like, I want to be friends with you. And then when he finds out that they actually did hook up, he was he felt physically sick, because she's like, you couldn't even kiss me during it. Do I repulse you that much? And at the engagement party, he was talking. He was drunk, and he was talking, and Dwayne pulled Amanda aside. When Preston gets drunk, he talks. And I was like, holy crap. And Jess knew too. Jess was that girl who was hitting on Marcus in book 2. And oh my god. This book was just full of drama, and she also went on a date with Jason, who is Jax's younger brother, and oh my god, so crazy. And I just love this one, because I was like, I do not even know how this is gonna end. It gave me anxiety that much, because I I couldn't even figure out how it was gonna end. And when she was at a she was at a burger place with her friends, and she saw Preston and his younger brother, and she joined them, and it was so cute. And Preston, with his siblings, he just cares so much, and he hates that he has to sleep with older women to afford it, but it's what he has to do. And one day, Daisy, his younger sister, gets really sick, and he gets a call from his other brother, and Amanda leaves the classroom with him, and she's like, what's going on? And he's like, my sister is really sick. And so they bring her to the hospital, and they take her to Preston's house after. And then and Amanda hook up again. But this time it was like he was sober and it meant something to him, and it was so cute. And oh my god, I was crying. And then one day, Preston was at Live Bay with his friends, and he texted Amanda to come hang out, and Marcus was there, and I was like freaking out. And then Preston started like doing like little things, like you could like tell that there was something going on, and like there was this guy who was talking to Amanda, and Preston like grabbed her away from him, and Marcus was like, what is going on? And then when he finally figured out, when he asked her to dance, I was like, holy shit, Marcus is gonna beat the crap out of him. And he, like, they went outside, and Marcus punches Preston, and Preston couldn't do anything because he knew that would make Amanda even more sad. She's like crying, and all his friends are there, and he's like, oh my god, like, and then I forget who said it was either Rock or Dwayne. He's like, well, something about it being like sick because it's like his sister, and like, and Preston was like, it's different. I feel different with her, and then they finally just like stop punching each other, and her and Preston go back to his place, and she helps with his eye, and then they hook up again, and she gets this text from Jason, and she forgot to text him back, and then he gets really mad because like he really he's not like rich, so he's like, is this what you wanted? And then she starts crying, and then he catches her. He's like, I'm sorry, I'm just in a bad mood. And he's on the baseball team with Cage, and and they're helping with like the wedding planning and all this stuff for Marcus and Lo, and it's all cute and stuff, and I was so happy when they got married. It was so cute. So when Amanda finds out that Preston is a gigolo, I was crying because I knew this was gonna break them up, and even though that she had feelings for him, Rock gets him a job and they broke up, and she was like in tears, and I was crying too, and Rock gets him a job as like a bodyguard at like a club, and then Amanda gets a call from one of Preston's siblings saying that the mother hasn't woken up in 2 days, and she OD'd, and I was like so afraid that they were gonna like separate them, because even though Preston has a different job, I was pretty sure they. And then Trisha and Rock come to Preston, and they're like, we can't have kids, and we would like to adopt your siblings. And I was sobbing so much, and I was like, oh my god. And they could be like a family, and so they adopt, they're gonna be adopting the kids, and oh my god, it was so cute. So cute. And then Jason is going to the wedding with Amanda, and Preston is freaking out, and then they have this big conversation, and they're like, they're yelling enthusiastically at each other, and because he's like, I love you, and she's like, I love you, and like they get back together and they're kissing, and they're like, and Marcus sees them and like, can you not do that on my wedding day? And then it was so cute, and they walk into the wedding together, and like, because he was worried because the mother doesn't really like him, and she's like, I don't care, like, I love you. And I loved this book so much. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I love this series so much. I have to review the next one. I'm on Misbehaving, which is Jason's story. And I really love this series. So I'll see you guys next time. Happy reading. Bye, guys.